Yesterday you mentioned Facebook and Google, and a while back, I can't remember who asked about Google Ads. I was wondering if you were going to do some courses on either of those tools, or maybe Twitter. I would like to understand how to better use these to market myself, both paid or in free ways. Yes, is the short answer to that. Facebook has been a long time coming, and that is absolutely next. It's definitely something that I think is useful for everybody, but only if you use it correctly, and then Google as well. I think that Google may be too expensive for most of us unless you have some sort of edge that you can be creative and think of so that you're targeting a keyword that's getting you the right customer. And also that a lot of other people are not already targeting. So I'll talk about that in that Google course. But yeah, Facebook it's definitely very affordable for us. So I think it's definitely worth looking into. And I'll sort of explain how all of that works. Like, what do you want to boost a post? Should you go into Ad Manager? Like all of that. And I'll also talk about how to get organic traffic and organic engagements and things like that. Because I sort of use both sides to myself. So yeah, any thoughts on that, guys? And that will be, I'll talk about free and also paid. Good question. Okay, so in the chat, do you really think that Facebook is a good platform to find business clients? So I've talked about, the sales funnel before, right? And so yesterday we talked about a little bit in the ethical marketing webinar in sort of a different way. But the top layer is awareness, an E. So it's basically people coming into contact with your brand. There are large companies and small companies that spend tons of money just right here, just getting brand awareness out there. Somebody I know that runs a digital marketing agency just landed a company that makes like energy bars, and like they're not selling any energy bars through Facebook. All they wanted is for people when they go to the grocery store to like pick up the energy bar. Okay, so awareness is very, very important. And I think I mentioned this at some point, but I remember going to networking events locally and people thought they thought that I was already their vendor for translation and were surprised to know that I wasn't. And a lot of that is because of awareness, right? Because it's easy to seem commonplace even when you just started running ads like last week. Like it works very, very fast. So the issue that most people make is they try to use a platform that belongs up here, so earlier in the funnel, so earlier when people are brand new to you, they've never heard of you before, they don't know anything about you, they don't know if they care about you. So they use this platform and instead they use content or advertising or wording that belongs down here. So down here is the sale. So this is when somebody is ready to make a purchase. So not only do they have a need, so they definitely have a translation in their hands or like a document in their hands that they need translated. Like they need to hire someone and they're just trying to figure out who to hire. Google Ads exists down here. Like, so this is where Google Ads, this is where you would start. So your customer, like you go to Google and you're like, French translator, right? So that person they already have something they need translated. They're ready to buy. They're just trying to figure out who to buy from. If you didn't do anything up here, you could still use this, but that is why Google is so expensive, okay? Because the person is already ready to buy. And when I say expensive, I mean it could be in the multiple dollars per click. So just for them to click and go to your website, that could cost $1 to like $5, even $10 or more dollars. And you may or may not get that sale once they do click.